Some men chase greatness. Some men have greatness thrust upon them. And some men, well, some men just want to sell you fried chicken out of a roadside shack while wearing a stained off-white suit. Today, we're talking about the forgotten foul father, the greasy granddaddy of quick-serve poultry, the one and only Nasty Tom Abernathy. Long before crisp, white-suited colonels graced our television screens, there was Tom. Born in the dusty backwoods of some state you've probably never heard of, Tom had two passions in life: frying chicken and, let's just say, the finer things. His secret recipe wasn't 11 herbs and spices. It was, according to legend, just 3: salt, a whole lot of pepper, and sheer, unadulterated audacity. He started his first stand, Nasty Tom's Fried Chicken, in a shack that looked one strong gust of wind away from becoming kindling. The name? He'd tell you it was because the chicken was nasty good. The local health inspector probably had a different interpretation. Tom, a man who believed a suit was only as good as its gravy-stained camouflage, became a local legend. He wasn't a colonel. He was more of a renegade general in the fast food wars. While other entrepreneurs were focused on family-friendly dining, Tom had a different vision. He saw his chicken shacks as more than just eateries. They were experiences. His marketing was unconventional. Forget. Wholesome families sharing a bucket. Tom's ads featured his flock of nastyettes, glamorous women in chicken-themed outfits, holding drumsticks with a knowing wink. His slogan was simple and, to the point, so good. It's not he. He built a poultry paradise, a sprawling estate he called the Coop, complete with a chicken-shaped swimming pool and a rotating 20-foot-tall rooster statue. He published his own magazine, Foul Play, a publication that was ostensibly about chicken recipes, but always seemed to feature more gumbshells than breading tips. Tom, always in his signature silk bathrobe and captain's hat, would claim it was all just good, clean fun. He was the Lee Cummings of chaos, the Colonel Sanders of sizzle. His empire grew, with Nasty Toms popping up like mushrooms after a rainstorm, each one slightly stickier than the last. He famously feuded with rival chains, once supposedly airdropping rubber chickens onto the grand opening of a competitor's restaurant. So why isn't his face on a bucket today? Well, times changed. The world wanted family values, not foul play. His empire, built on a foundation of grease and glamour, slowly crumbled. Health codes got stricter. Public tastes shifted, and eventually, Nasty Tom's brand of risque rooster just wasn't savory anymore. He faded from the public eye. A cautionary tale whispered in corporate boardrooms. He sold off the last of his franchises and retired to the Coop, living out his days surrounded by memorabilia from his wilder years. So, next time you bite into a piece of fried chicken, spare a thought for the man who tried to make it spicy in more ways than one. The audacious, the outrageous, the undeniably Nasty Tom. He may be forgotten, but his greasy legacy, smeared across the history of fast food, can never be fully wiped clean. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this bite of forgotten history, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.